Hello, welcome back, Steve's Retirement Corner. So you want to start a YouTube channel in retirement? I think that's great, man. I think it's fantastic. I think everybody that wants to ought to give it a shot, man. It ain't for everybody, but you ain't no way you're gonna know till you try it. I mean, it might blow up on you and you hate it, or you might get lucky like I did and just have a blast with it. I don't have too many tips or tricks about it, man. Honestly, I'm just feeling my way through. But some people have asked, so I figured I'd make a video about it. Uh, I think there's some things you might want to keep in the back of your mind and think about once in a while, though. First off, I think starting and being consistent is probably the two most important things. When you start something, man, it's always unnerving. You're a little unsure. Then the what ifs hit you. What if I screw up? What if nobody likes it or whatever? The good thing about starting a daggone channel is you get a grace period. Because to begin with, you're going to suck and ain't nobody going to watch. It's just the way it works. But that gives you a period of time that you can learn and develop and get better. It's just the way it works. Don't be too concerned over it. And I found that once I start something I'm not sure of or have little concerns over, those things tend to start slipping away because I'm concentrating on what I'm doing and thinking about it. And those concerns and unsureness feeling kind of fades away. And being consistent, I don't care whether you do one a month or two a day. Try to be as consistent as you can. What you're doing is you're developing confidence. You're becoming more comfortable. You're learning, and you're gaining experience. And there just ain't no beating experience, man. At nothing. There just isn't. And those are two big things that are really a help. Another thing I think would help would have a script or a simple outline of some kind. I don't do that. For me, it's too much work. Basically, all I'm talking about on here anyways is something I'm thinking about, something's giving me trouble, a screw up I did or what I did right and why. Something I've realized or learned or whatever, I'm just working my way through it's what I'm doing. I'm thinking while I'm doing it and trying to remember the best I can. But if you have a script or an outline or something, only time I use an outline is when it's something I think's important, like if I'm talking about a budget or my expenses or something like that. Then I have something wrote down, just an outline, so that I can be sure not leave something out I think might be important. But having that gives you a little bit of comfort and confidence in the video you're making. Because I tend to ramble and lose my train of thought. But it does that for you, and it gives you a better screen appearance. It keeps you looking at the camera if you got something up here you can read too. I don't do that because I'm busy thinking. I'm going, I don't know if that's right or not, But and I think that makes a difference. Another thing, man, is have an idea of what the channel's going to be about. I think it's got important if you narrow it down to one or two things and make it something you enjoy or know a little bit about. That's something else I do. I don't know anything about retirement. If I knew half of what I talk about on here, I'd be dangerous. But it works for me as like a video diary where I can look back and see what I did right or wrong or what I was thinking, see how far I've grown, and figure out why I made certain decisions and stuff. I'm kind of doing it backwards. But I don't care what you're doing, man. If you're laying brick or if you're walking a tightrope, there's somebody out there that's going to appeal to. Eventually, if you do it enough, You'll get viewers and stuff. I wouldn't concentrate too much on your daggone analytics when you first start out. Wait till you get your feet under you a little bit and then think about that stuff. And then another thing is, be realistic in your expectations and what you hope to get out of having a channel. You know, you might want to do it for a hobby, just like I do. You know, and it's I would recommend that because it's so easy and simple, man. I post a 5-10 minute video. It takes me 5-10 minutes to make one. I post it and I'm done until the next time I make one. There's no analytics. There's no what they call that, ESO, search engine optimization or some bull, SEO, something like that. You know, there's none of that stuff, man. It's just easy, and it doesn't feel like I didn't want it to turn into a business, because man, YouTube, man, if you let it, you can go down a rat hole you'll never get out of, because you'll I mean, it can be as busy as you want it to be. You know, you can spend 80 hours a week daggone editing videos and making videos and everything else, or you can spend 2 or 3 hours a week like I do. I'd rather go the other route. Hey man, and if you're doing it as a hobby, you're able to make a little bit of pocket change at the end of the month, hey man, it's even better. It's a benefit to you. You know, I would highly advise you against needing the money from YouTube in retirement to make out, just because it's not it's so unpredictable and not very reliable. You can make it 10,000 views, you might get $5 off of it, you might get 100. There's really no rhyme or reason to it, man. You know, so do it for a hobby, and anything you make off of it, hey man, it's just a bonus. There's a lot of benefits to it too, man. I'm telling you, it keeps your mind active. You're all the time thinking. You know, you're getting out of your comfort zone a little bit. It can help relieve boredom. There's always something to do, man. You know, it gives you something to look forward to. Well, tomorrow's my day to make a video, man. I am thinking about what I'm talking about or whatever. It can help you relieve loneliness or isolation, any of that you might be feeling. You know, because I mean, even though you're looking at yourself on the camera on here, you know, you're talking to the world. Somebody might, you know, email you or comment you, and it might pick up your day. It could benefit the enjoyment you get out of retirement. For some people, it has mine. You know, there's a lot of benefits to it, but there's also some things you know, be aware of. So, and I think that's, you know, maybe the main points I wanted to hit. You know, for me, it's hard to tell anybody anything about it because I don't pay it too much attention. So, but I think those are some key things that are important to keep in mind and maybe think about before you have one. And even if you start it and don't like it, man, you can adjust it, you can change it, you can quit. It's not that big a deal. You ain't out nothing because it don't cost a nickel. Chances are you got a phone right in your hand right now. When I first started, I used a 10-year-old Chromebook with the internal camera and mic. Set it on my lap. I was sitting in the corner of the living room there. Sometimes I'd have to mute the TV to make a video. On top of that, this first couple of months I was suffering from Fauci fever and the aftermaths. So, but hey man, if it's something you want to do, give it a shot, man. That's what retirement's about. Exploring and enjoying new activities and things, man. I mean, I think it's worth at least a try if it's something you want to do. But hey man, next week I'll be back to ordinary broadcasting. I got a lot of stuff rattling around in his head. Experiences and realizations I've come to this summer I want to talk about, and so it ought to be a pretty hopping month for Steve's Retirement Corner. But listen, y'all take care of yourselves. If there's anything else I can help you with, just give me a holler. I'll do the best I can. And y'all make it a great weekend, and we'll talk to y'all later.